The world is on fire is a small poem I wrote 15 years ago when intuition showed us what the 2020s would be like. The city is on fire. Yes, it is. The world is on fire and we're all being scorched. Through the burning, bright angels walk, cool as daisies. Today in 2026, we look at the wars that surround virtually every continent. And we ask this simple question: do angels actually walk through the fires? And second, do they walk uncaring? Are they really cool as daisies? Looked at the angels walking through the fires, and I asked the angels about what they felt. Lord Rafael answered. He said, "We feel the horrors with unimaginable intensity." You have no idea how deeply we feel, he said. And yet we also see the greater immortal story. Yes, this can be a terrible strain on junior angels. Have you ever foreseen the future? Do you think angels are real? Have you seen one? Write in and tell us. You're in conversation with Tarun and Celia Cherian, co-founders, Creator's Child and Devadara Healing. Quantum physics says that time is not real, that it can double back on itself. We mystics have seen this for thousands and thousands of years. And we have claimed that this entire world is a shadow play, being created and formed at another dimension. Many in our group have seen through deja vu the future happening before it did. For example, Zahid, an editor, a decade ago, saw an attack on a film star in his dream, and he actually did warn the film star about it. The second question we need to ask ourselves: are angels real? Well, if we're talking about beings floating around with big wings, well, those are not real. But if we're talking about gestals of energies, cosmic principles, that can crystallize in such a fashion that they project into people's minds, beings with wings, flashes of light, then yes. The third question that comes up in the mind is, what are angels like? And Lord Rafael's answer actually encapsulates what they are like. But a quick exposition. Angels say that they are more like patterns or gestals, but they're patterns of reality around which what we think is reality forms. But they're not passive principles in the sense they don't just obey, they are active principles. So they can actually transform a world, a universe, a culture. The next lesson that Lord Rafael gives us is incredible. Are angels always happy, happy, happy? Or do they feel, do they care? What is their state of being like? And clearly we see that angels have two broad levels of being and feeling. At one, they feel the hurt of every little creature and the joys of every little creature with a hyper natural sensitivity. And then on another level, they have a magnificent overview. So in a sense, angels have both an eagle's vista and a beetle's crawling feet. Hidden in the conversation with Lord Rafael is something else. And he talks about junior angels. So clearly there's a divide between junior angels and senior angels. And so there is an evolutionary process where junior angels turn into senior angels. And junior angels can and do feel the intensity of pain. But a larger discussion in this has to be kept for another video. Be patient with us. But the last learning that angels have to give us is closer to our time, closer to our space. It talks about what true peace really should be like. Some accuse us of being two-faced, for we trigger outrage and bind wounds. Know that we fan the embers of living peace, not war. But know that true peace is far beyond what you had in the 80s and 90s. For so long you humans have been wallowing in greed. True peace, says Lord Rafael, envelops all creatures, acknowledging their soulness. Peace that we have experienced after World War II, in angelic eyes, is a partial peace. One, it did not truly envelop other creatures of existence. Second, it was very colonial in nature, or neo-colonial, and so essentially tried to paper over what had happened from the 15th till the 20th century. And last, the peace did not really learn. It went towards climate catastrophe. It went towards political enslavement with a headlong fury. Especially for our times, Celia-inspired Smilances, a book that will help us smile through climate change and war, a book that will help invite a divine peace. Available at poti.com and Amazon. Child of the Creator, bless the world with your light.